Hi, Mandy, this is Patrick. Thank you for the email. I did get that. I think it'd be easier if I just kind of showed you on here. So right now, I am signed in as Garrett, and we can see this blue line that goes straight up and down. That's what we call the timeline bar. So everything to the left of that over here, hopefully is turned green at this time. And we can see that he's working on the evolutionary one. So the top are the projects, and the projects are ongoing, obviously projects that take a little while. So for this one, we can see right now that there are 3 major checkpoints within that. He should be working on each of those. Now, he's already completed this one with a 9 out of 10, and he's taken that one once on September 26th, and he got a 1 out of 10. Now, what he needs to do is we're going to go right into him, and I'll show you exactly what he's supposed to do. So he took a diagnostic test, and he got 4 out of 7, which means out of the total 7 questions, each of these have what we call Objective 1, Objective 2, and Objective 3. Now within that, we have the PACE, the playlist. So what is pacing? In this case, the objective is define and identify examples of plot, parallel plot, flashback, and pacing. So he watched the first video on this. You can see the check mark right here. But he has not done this yet. He has not done this video, and he has not done this slideshow yet. So he needs to work through the playlist. And then he'll do the same thing with 2. So he has not visited this yet. And he also has not visited any of these yet. But once he does, then he'll have everything that he needs to take the content assessment. So when he's ready to take the content assessment, he'll just hit request and we'll unlock it for him. But he needs to go through each of these. Now, he can take these content assessments more than once. So he'll take it, if let's say that he gets a 6 out of 10, then he knows he has to go back and review this information. All right? So he'll need to do the diagnostic, then he'll need to work through each of the playlists and then request that. And then once he does that, much like he did in English here and in U.S. history here, it will turn green. Now, the projects are a little bit different. So the projects we can see here have 3 major things that he needs to do. All right? So he'll start right with this first one. And this theme identification, he'll open this up. And here, he's going to read some short stories. Now, his text selections right here along the right hand side where it says text selections, and if he clicks on that, that will open up a new window, and you'll see at the very top Fish Cheeks. So he'll click on that, and he'll open Fish Cheeks, and he'll read that. Now what he needs to do is he needs to come up with the major theme of Fish Cheeks. So he'll read through it, and it's relatively short, and he'll come back here and he'll write a quick summary. He'll write the theme and then what evidence supports it. So in other words, where did he find that in the story? Then where it says selected text and title author, then he'll use a different story. So he can pick any of these. Now, the SLP grades them. Mild tend to be a little bit easier readings. The mediums are somewhere in the middle, and then the spicies are a little bit more difficult. So he can pick any additional 3 that he finds here, okay? And then he'll do that to all 3 of them. So in total, he'll have 4 of them. Then once he does that, he can just send it to me and check in, and I'll grade it and then give him any feedback, and then he'll move on to the next checkpoint. So as you're doing this, if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't hesitate to ask. I know this can be rather daunting, particularly from a parent side. So